Hi guys, okay, so it's been a while since I did a YouTube video, and I decided I'd talk today about HDMI inputs and outputs. For those of you who don't know, HDMI stands for High Definition Media Interface, and it's essentially a replacement or something better than the long ago VGA output. For those of you who don't know what the VGA output is, the VGA output used to be, it's a computer output. So basically your computer would hook up to the monitor, right, the screen, so that you would see what's going on the computer. And that would be, a VGA cable would be used. The VGA cable has a few pins. I can't remember the number of pins, but that was the technology back then, which was not so, I mean, it's still used, but the HDMI output has replaced that because the HDMI output is able to handle higher quality video. So if you know nowadays, they talk about high definition, and essentially that has to do with the amount of pixels being output to the screen. So for example, when you buy a TV nowadays, 720p, 1080p, so it really is the quality of the picture, and that is in layman's terms. So what I wanted to explain is that HDMI, well, I learned that, recently that HDMI outputs vary. For example, a typical TV has the standard HDMI output. And I'll show you what that is. I have some cables here and some adapters as well, so I'll show you. All right, so as you can see, this is the typical HDMI cable. This is a male adapter. This is the male adapter part. So this plugs into for example, your laptop or your DVD player, and then the other side, which is also male, plugs into, as you can see the shape, it plugs into the TV or the screen, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever is allowing you to display. The cool thing about HDMI technology is that the HDMI actually has both audio and video in one, so it's a combination, which makes it great because you only need one cable to have both audio and video. So I thought, as I said, HDMI is something that recently came into, well, I would into the country, as I would say, maybe about two years, maybe. Well, at least that I have been playing around with HDMI. But recently I bought this video camera, and this video camera that I'm recording on right now required a special HDMI output. So I was a bit confused because the first time I went in, I was looking for what you call a mini HDMI cable, a mini HDMI cable, and I couldn't find the mini HDMI cable. So I decided I would look for an adapter. So in other words, to break down this size into something smaller. So I bought this little guy here, which is an adapter as well. So as you can see, it has a female HDMI. So this is what the TV generally has. So this is, the male goes into this. So the cable here goes into here, and it converts it into this little guy. I have to bring it a little closer for you to see. So this, I thought, was the mini HDMI. But apparently have mistaken, because this is probably is a micro HDMI. So this is a different connector. There's different types of connectors. You could Wikipedia which size connector if you need to find out the size and be able to know which connector is which. So I think there's a type A, B, C. I think A is the full size, B, C, D, and I think there's E. As I said, I only know 3 so far, which is A. Oh, it's so hard to come out. Oh, right here. This A, and this little guy, as I say, I think this is either C or D, but it's really small, as you can see, so it really makes it, for mobile devices, or like for example the camera, this should have worked. However, I didn't look at the port correctly on this camera, so it ended up being, I paid about 50 TT for this, and it ended up not being this, so forget that, and I ended up having to buy this. So this is what you call a mini HDMI. So this is mini HDMI, and I would like to describe this guy as a micro, because this guy is really small. I didn't need this one. So this was the one I needed. So essentially I bought all this, and I went through all this money, about $100 buying these adapters, just to be able to connect this camera that you're seeing here to my TV so I could play back through the TV. So as I said, the same way a camera works, the same way with the laptops as well. The HDMI allows both video and audio, so you can adjust it in one shot. And it also, because this camera I think is a 1080p camera, the quality, if you were to plug it in via the analog cable, not the HDMI cable, you know, the normal outputs long ago, you wouldn't get the quality that you want on the TV. And that's essentially what HDMI is. It's not anything really complicated. Actually, it's supposed to make your life easier. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning into another video, another one of my videos. And please continue to subscribe. And please give me some feedback. Did you like the video or not? And I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.